of the city. I'm the board chair of Bridge, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all here today. I think maybe 20% of the people who are exceeding the limit here are going to be speaking, because every one of them has a role in making this project happen. These are extraordinarily complex undertakings, made even more complex and more beneficial because of the healthcare activities that are taking place on this property. And so I'd like to be the first to welcome you all to Wellspring, which, as you all know, is a vibrant community of 88 affordable homes for families here in the heart of Cambodia Town. This housing includes 20 permanent supportive housing apartments reserved for formerly housing seniors. I went and quickly checked some records, and this project first came to the Bridge Board Projects Committee, which means it started even earlier at Bridge in 2018. It takes a long time, and it takes a lot of people. So thank you, everybody. It's a great day for all of us at Bridge and for all of the partners and all of the communities and all of the people who've been involved in making this happen. Creating beautiful, affordable housing communities like this one, along with comprehensive resident services, which are just as important as the housing, is really hard. But that's what we're in business to do, and it's been our mission for 40 years to do that, but we couldn't do it without everyone else's help. We know that affordable housing is much more than shelter. It's the foundations for better lives and stronger communities. And with that, I would like to introduce Ken Lombard, who is the CEO of Bridge, who will be the first of many speakers to come. Thanks, Ken.
Yeah, we do have a few speakers today. So look, I'm going to try to get through my part as quickly as possible. But as Ken has suggested, aside from a beautiful day and wonderful celebration today, I'm going to try to make sure that everyone who had an opportunity and has really helped us through this process, and it has been a long process. And I get to come up here after it's all done. And but the credit goes to each and every person, starting with Jeff Williams and Mary Jane and Sierra on the Bridge team, who really worked hard to try to make this happen. And special recognition to Jeff, because he's been on this project from the beginning. So if you all would just stand for a minute, just get a round of applause. All the Bridge people, everyone from Bridge, please stand. I know there's some in the back. Natalia's over there, so it's a special day. We're very proud of this project. It's a gorgeous project, and one that I think we're all here to celebrate with our ribbon cutting. So, not sure. There we go. So let me go down the list of people that we just like to say thank you to. City of Long Beach, the Los Angeles County Development Authority, the Housing Authority of the City of Long Beach, the California Department of Housing and Community Development, U.S. Bank, Greystone Housing Impact Investors, Century Housing, TCC Family Health, CVA Architects, R.D. Olson, amongst many others that assisted us in working. So maybe a round of applause for that group. I'd like to some special recognition to Mayor Rex Richardson, who I think is on his way over here, and to the Councilman Dr. Saro. Thank you very much for all your help and support in making this project happen. And you were there throughout for us, so I appreciate you. Thank you both for the commitment to affordable housing. We know Long Beach is doing everything that you can to try to assist in what we all acknowledge is a crisis in all of our communities. I'd also like to recognize Jeanette Christian, the Supervisor Deputy for LA County Supervisor Janice Hahn. Thank you for joining us today. As we know all too well, communities throughout California and the West Coast are facing an unprecedented challenge of housing affordability. The need for solutions is urgent, and together today we're going to celebrate what we feel is a very positive step. It's one step, but one step of hopefully many more to come as we all try to tackle this problem and try to be on the positive side of providing affordable housing for communities, not only in Long Beach, but up and down the West Coast. So I think that's my part. Thank you very much. Jeff, are you back up? Thank you.
Okay, so I don't see the mayor yet, but I assume he'll be here soon. Good afternoon again. I am Jeff Williams, Director of Development, Southern California for Bridge Housing. Back in 2016, so we go way back in time, Bridge Housing and TCC Family Health partnered to respond to the city's RFP to redevelop this site. This was a city-owned site of about 1.5 acres. The city had aggregated multiple parcels. The vision was a project that combined affordable housing and healthcare, addressing 2 needs within the community. After years of entitlements, design, and construction, here we are celebrating the completion of this beautiful new housing project and the residents that now call it home. I've been involved in the project since 2019, and the city leadership, city staff, across numerous departments have been steadfast partners all these years, both on the financing as well as design and construction. Mayor Rex Richardson was council member when we went before the city council in 2019. I'm happy to report that he voted to approve the project at that council meeting. Otherwise, the introduction might have been a little more awkward. Councilwoman Dr. Saro is a champion of the community and has been a strong supporter of the Wellspring project, and we're pleased to have her here as well today. It's my honor to welcome our next 2 speakers, one of which is Mayor Rex Richardson, and the other one is Councilwoman Dr. Saro. And I think we'll have Dr. Saro go first.
I'm a lot shorter than everybody else, so I just need to. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 6th District, Central Long Beach. I wouldn't miss this. This has been many years in the making, even before 2019, even sounding like this, like Marge Simpson today. I'm kind of at the tail end of my laryngitis, but I'm just so excited that we're able to do a ribbon cutting today because it's really a development that's been a welcome addition to the community. It's been a vacant lot for many years and was really an open space waiting to have housing made, and it's really making an impact on the families who live here and will be a benefit to the neighboring residents that will have access to the wellness center opening later this year. And the TCC Family Health is a trusted clinic, and it's what really everyone's familiar with, and everyone's happy to see them there. And this project represents our shared commitment to creating an inclusive and vibrant community where every individual can thrive and have a fulfilling life. This development is not just another example of our successful partnership with Bridge Housing, but just our commitment as a city to making sure that we create more affordable housing. And we're excited that this is our first project with Bridge Housing and looking forward to more. Together as a community, we are able to address our housing needs by providing quality, affordable housing to families. So just again, want to express my deep gratitude to Bridge Housing, TCC Family Health, as well as Long Beach Community Investment Company, and obviously all of the staff from the Long Beach Community Development and Health and Human Services Department who've worked hard and long on this project, and obviously our mayor when he gets here for joining us as well. So thank you very much.
Okay, so we'll go to our next group and we'll work the mayor in as soon as he arrives. Oh, okay. Well, keep going. Okay. So our next speakers will be representing the Los Angeles County Development Authority, the Housing Authority of the City of Long Beach, and the Long Beach Community Investment Company. Funding from the Los Angeles County Development Authority, which we call LACDA, there are a lot of acronyms in affordable housing, was critical to the permanent supportive housing component of this project. LACDA provided a $4.7 million loan, as well as funding for wraparound services for those units through the LA County Department of Health Services, DHS. And under the direction of Emilio Salas, LACDA staff have awarded, I believe, hundreds of millions of dollars to projects like this across Los Angeles County. So I would we'll take a quick detour, and I would like to introduce the mayor of Long Beach, Rex Richardson, who I did say that you voted for the project, so that's a good thing.
Good. All right. Hey, Dr. Saro, 6th District Council member. What an incredible project you have here in the heart of Cambodia Town. Let's hear it for Councilwoman Saro. So I had an unofficial tour when I walked around the building to find the front door. Looks good. I see some work's still happening, but we're obviously here today to celebrate the opening of an exciting project here at Wellspring. Congratulations to Bridge, to the entire team, all the partners that came together to invest in this project, from Long Beach Community Investment Company and the county and all of our partners for making this happen. I'm proud to see that this is 88 more units, a 100% affordable project. And I'm really proud to hear that 20 of those units are set aside for seniors who experienced homelessness. And that's incredibly important. We know that right now we've seen sort of unprecedented growth in homelessness between 2020 and 2022. But right at the beginning of 2023, we worked together. We said this is our city's top #1 priority. Work together with the county, work together across departments to do everything we can to address homelessness. And we're proud that we believe in housing in Long Beach, and we're going to continue to build housing. We believe in housing. We want to build it, and we want it to be affordable for our residents to live in it. It's a simple vision. And it seems sometimes that it's hard when you have pressures that may say, hey, we don't want to see homelessness. We want housing, but we just don't want it right here next to us in our communities, right? And so we have to be bold and be visionary. And what's good is when we are able to show what affordable housing actually looks like with great projects like this. I remember when I was a council member in the 9th District, when I would have discussions with my residents about affordable housing. They said, what's affordable housing? I would stand at Houghton Park and point across the street. There was a nice project called Bellwood Arms. It was a conversion, redevelopment invested in it. And right next to it was, some housing that was dilapidated, had a number of code enforcement cases. I pointed to them, they're right next to each other. Which one is affordable housing and which one is market rate, right? And they would always point to the nice one, the Bellwood Arms, and say that's market rate, and point to the slum and say that's affordable housing. So you have it backward. Actually, the affordable housing is what's been invested in. The public has invested its own dollars to make sure that we're affirmatively furthering fair housing, that we're making sure it's quality and up to standards. And the more people can see projects like this, the more they'll believe that it's okay and we can actually build housing for everyone. And that's why I'm really proud to help support and be here for the ribbon cutting of this great project. Those are my comments. I feel really good about this. Long Beach, again, we're building housing. We've entitled and built more affordable housing than the next 9 cities in LA County combined here in Long Beach. And we're gonna continue as we envision more opportunities. We're taking another look at our downtown and our midtown. We're exploring whether we can do inclusionary housing citywide. All these things we're exploring right now because we know that there's significant need in our community. And here in Southern California, bless you, here in Southern California, I think the RENA cycle said it was 1.3 million units need to be built over an 8.5 year period. In Long Beach, our goal, I think, was 26,000. That was our number, 26,000 units. Well, we prepared for it. We already created space for 26,000 units through our land use element. But the question is, are those units going to be built? Are the coalitions going to come together and step up to meet this demand? Will the public organize and say, we believe in housing? Will the public resources be there to subsidize it and make sure that it's affordable? Those are the questions for us. And we look forward. There's great alignment. I call it the aperture for equity you have right now. Great alignment. We have mayors in Long Beach and Los Angeles and a county board of supervisors all placing the value on the same thing. We value equity and access. We value housing, finding solutions to homelessness, transportation, goods movement. All these things we value. And so if we have this equity, you have leadership that believes in it, the question is, what are we going to do in this moment? How are we going to show up for our communities? Because I don't think the alignment is going to get any better than what we have right now. So we have this opening, we have this aperture. The question is what we're going to do with it. So congratulations to Bridge and to all the partners for taking advantage of these opportunities. We encourage you to do much, much more. Because here in Long Beach, we have a whole lot more housing that we need to build in the years to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor Richardson and Councilwoman Dr. Saro. I will continue the introduction of our couple of other speakers, and we'll have Amelia Salas come up. As I indicated, the other two speakers are from the City of Long Beach Housing Authority and the Long Beach Community Investment Company. 40 project-based vouchers were provided by the Housing Authority of the City of Long Beach. These vouchers provide rental support for the 20 units that are permanent supportive housing for seniors, as well as 20 units for extremely low-income families, that many of whom would probably been on the wait list for several years. Allison King was critical to the award of these vouchers in her role as Director of the Housing Authority. And the City of Long Beach made the first funding award for this project, and the city's investment arm is the Long Beach Community Investment Company. Mary Castro is here with us on behalf of Long Beach CIC. I will introduce Amelia Salas from LACDA.
Thank you very much. And if you're going to be preempted, who better than the mayor, right? So I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you here today. This is actually the first of 3 separate events that I'm going to be attending this week in terms of grand openings for permanent supportive housing, and that is becoming the norm. So tomorrow's Claremont, and on Friday is East LA, and so this is really indicative of the work that our team is doing in propping up permanent supportive housing. So a shout out to Star Johnson, to Emilia Soto, and Anthony Lucero of LACDA. I also want to thank Bridge Housing. This is only our second collaboration. The first one is probably one of the most complex, if not the most complex project that we've ever worked on. So certainly look forward to that, nurturing that relationship. Also want to thank Supervisor Hahn, and I see Jeanette is here representing Supervisor Hahn's office. The $4.7 million was provided by the county through the Affordable Housing Trust Fund. These are the funds these are local funds apportioned by the board to the tune of more than $100 million annually in support of the development of supportive housing. So really want to thank our Board of Supervisors, and also really want to thank the City of Long Beach. And Mr. Mayor, I got to tell you, you really are a beacon, you and along with Councilwoman Saro. I mean, we were just in DC last week with the Board of Supervisors. We got the opportunity to talk to both the VA Secretary and the HUD Secretary about permanent supportive housing. And Supervisor Hahn called out the City of Long Beach by name as one of those beacons in terms of, it's hard to try to get 88 cities working in unison to try to develop affordable housing. And when you look at the numbers, Long Beach just really, really stands out. You all walk the talk, so I really appreciate that partnership. We just had a conversation the other day about another development that we operate, Carmelitos, and what we could possibly do there. So, we're going to be doing some great things together. So I really, really appreciate the partnership with the City of Long Beach, and really congratulate all the partners. Thank you.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the City of Long Beach Health and Human Services Department, we are just grateful to be here and to be standing in this place. I remember the day that we were here doing the groundbreaking, and I thought, wow, that's a lot of units for a small space. But they've used the space so efficiently and so effectively. We, as the Housing Authority, put 40 units in here that Jeff just mentioned that are project-based. We thank our sister Housing Authority, led by Amelia Salas. 20 of those, as he mentioned, are permanent supportive housing, and we are excited about that. And as he said, we were able to pull from our project-based voucher waiting list, which really helps those families who have signed up as early as 16 to be placed in such a lovely building with so many wonderful services. As the Health Department, we are so grateful for the opportunity to have the residents of this building thrive with their wellness, with TCC, who has been a partner to us in so many ways, and in other affordable housing developments. This is our first endeavor with Bridge Housing, and we are just grateful. We also want to lift up our coordinated entry system, which is our Homeless Services Bureau, as they are ground zero for working with our clients who are experiencing homelessness, and they help us place those families here. So we thank you for the opportunity to be a partner here, and we look forward to the continued work ahead. Thank you to Dr. Saro for her leadership as the council person for this district, and our mayor. Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. It's exciting to see the room full of people who get excited about affordable housing opportunities. On behalf of the Long Beach Community Investment Company, it's an absolute honor to be here to take part in the ribbon cutting of Wellspring. The city established the LBCIC as a nonprofit affiliate to address Long Beach's urgent need for accessible, affordable housing. Our mission involves funding developers and partner agencies, overseeing the creation of new affordable housing, rehabilitating existing projects, and offering neighborhood revitalization services. By allocating resources where they're most needed, like in this development, the LBCIC continues to prioritize the crucial demand for more affordable housing in our city. We are proud to have approved over $4 million in funding to bridge housing, specifically for Wellspring. Standing in this beautiful building and meeting a new resident fills me with joy. Witnessing the result of the LBCIC's dedicated work to offering and safeguarding affordable housing for the community. This development exemplifies our mission perfectly. Quality housing that is safe, sustainable, and affordable enhances the strength of all our neighborhoods, making our city a better place for everyone. On behalf of the LBCIC, I'd like to thank Mayor Richardson for his leadership and ongoing support for the creation of affordable housing developments in Long Beach. He shows up. He's a mayor that shows up. Thank you to Councilwoman Dr. Saro for your vision and ongoing dedication to your community. You show up, and I appreciate you doing that. Thank you to all the partners who made this project possible, including TCC Family Health. I also want to extend my sincere appreciation to Bridge Housing for our continued partnership and for your staff's devotion to building quality, affordable housing in our communities. I extend my gratitude to the Community Development Department, Christopher Kuntz, Megan Sorensen, and the rest of the city team who helped make Wellspring possible. In closing, to the current residents and future residents, my hope for you is that your home will be filled with love, that your spaces will provide you with the comfort and the support you need, and that you feel valued by your community, because we want you to be successful, and we want you to know that you are on your way to achieving your life goals, and we're here for you. Thank you.
Emilio, Allison, and Mary, thank you very much. Our next speakers represent our lender and investor, U.S. Bank, TCC Family Health, and we also have a very special guest. We have one of our residents with us here today. So for a project like this, you do need a solid lender and investor by your side. U.S. Bank has partnered with Bridge on many projects, and on this project, I think, provided a $46 million construction loan and a $25 million in tax credit equity. So they will be here today speaking. TCC Family Health has been our development partner from the beginning, and is really their deep roots in the community. They have been here, Dr. Chandler will tell you, for I think over 100 years in the Long Beach community, and their deep roots really were instrumental for the support that we received on this project. We worked very closely together with a lot of attorneys to just document the financing and roles and responsibilities, and if any of you suffer from insomnia, I'll be happy to lend you a copy of our 100-page interfacility construction coordination agreement. You see me after the program. We delivered the 18,000 square foot shell to TCC last summer, and they have been working away over there, and it's, I think, just a couple months from completion, and it will be truly a special place that I'm sure Dr. Chandler will tell you about. And we're happy to have worked with Dr. Nicholas, Dr. Chandler, and the TCC staff on this project. And lastly, like I mentioned, we're very excited to have one of our new Wellspring residents speak to us today. Hearing the journey of our residents is one of the things that I think inspires a lot of us to keep going on these long journeys. Without further delay, I'd like to introduce our three speakers, starting with Jimena Dake, project manager at U.S. Bank. Jimena will be followed by Dr. Chandler from TCC, and then finally Gregory Brown, one of our Wellspring residents. Jimena, I appreciate it.
Thank you for the introduction. I am Jimena Dake with U.S. Bank Impact Finance, and we are honored to be part of today's event. As Jeff just mentioned, U.S. Bank provided construction lending and LIHTC equity investment for this project. Bridge Housing and U.S. Bank have worked together since 2004. We have been part of 31 projects with Bridge Housing, and we are a strong supporter of them. U.S. Bank Impact Finance has invested in 223 projects in Los Angeles County with over $1.6 billion in lending and over $1 billion in equity. We care about California communities, and we believe that everybody deserves a place to call home, and we are excited to be part of this grand opening and that so many families will be able to have a new home. It is a great privilege to contribute with many of you, and together we're truly making a difference in Long Beach and across the state. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Maria Chandler. I'm the Chief Medical Officer at TCC Family Health, previously known as the Children's Clinic. And I've been at TCC for over 30 years. We have been here for 85 years, almost 100 years, Jeff. Close, rounding off. We're a federally qualified health center serving the community. I'm joined today by Diane Nichols, our development director, who has helped with all the fundraising and worked with many of you on that, and Eden Balaton, our chief financial officer, also very involved in all of this. Our board president, Mike Van Dyke, and our CEO, Dr. Nicholas, are very sorry to miss this exciting event with us today. Dr. Nicholas is advocating for health in Sacramento. She flew up there today for a day at the Capitol, and they send their best wishes and gratitude for all that you all have made possible with us. It's a pleasure to be here and celebrate with Bridge Housing. We would like to thank you all for being such a wonderful partner over all these years. I was there in 2016 and long before, but when we started all of this, and we really appreciate Jeff joining the team because he's just been instrumental in helping the two partners come together. We would also like to thank the mayor, the councilwoman, thank you, other legislators, the city, all of the major donors who have helped us along our path in addressing homelessness in our community and helping to be the solution. It's been a long journey, and for us, it's not over yet. Our TCC Family Health and Wellness building portion will be completed this summer, and we anticipate opening in early September for patients. Will be not only open to the residents of the building, like Gregory Brown. He told me that he has Blue Shield and was told that he could come if he wants to, and that's true. But we're also open to anyone in the community who needs care. We currently serve over 7,000 patients within a 1-mile radius from here, so it was a great site for us to provide access. We have many staff and providers who speak Khmer as well as Spanish and who are African American, which are our top 3 patients in this area. Clinical services planned are many. We have pediatrics, adult, women's care, dental, prenatal, behavioral health, acupuncture, vaccines, and many more. The Wellness Center will offer classes such as multicultural and intergenerational nutritional cooking. Yes, we have a huge kitchen with cameras, and Dr. Nicholas wants to be one of the first ones to teach there. We have exercise and relaxation activities such as yoga and Zumba, gardening. We have meeting spaces and offices that we've invited our partnering organizations in to share with us. And we're just so happy to be a part of this exciting health and housing gift to the community. Thank you.
everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Gregory Brown, but all my friends call me Jerome. Wellspring. I'm a resident here at Wellspring. I am grateful for the opportunity to share in today's celebration. When I was a young man, I dreamed of becoming a longshoreman. I imagined working hard and dreaming of becoming a longshoreman. I imagined working hard and earning a good living for myself and my family. However, life had other plans for me, and I found myself living out of my car. Thankfully, life changed when I found out that I had been accepted to live at Wellspring. To me, it wasn't just a place to sleep, but a new beginning, a chance to start over and create a better life for myself. The day I moved into my own apartment at Wellspring was a moment of relief for the first time in a long time. I had a place to call my own. A weight has been lifted off my shoulder, and I felt a sense of ease and comfort that I've been missing for a long time. Not only is the property nice, but the staff is wonderful too. The manager, Felicia, is easy to talk to and always willing to listen and offer her support. And I am grateful to everyone who made it possible for me and my neighbors to live at Wellsprings. This community has truly been life-saving for me. I feel blessed to call this place my home. Thank you.
Thank you, Gregory, Dr. Chandler, and Jimena. Before we close our program and get to everybody's favorite part of the day, which of course is refreshments, I'd like to make a few additional acknowledgments. I'm very proud of this project and all the agencies, partners, and companies and individuals that work tirelessly on this project. We have thanked many of the funders, LACDA, the county, the city, the Housing Authority, U.S. Bank, Frank Bravo and Greystone Impact Investors, Century Housing, which is our AHP sponsor bank, HUD, we've got some more acronyms here, TCAC, CIDLAC, CMFA, and the big one, California Department of Housing and Community Development, which we call HCD, and their multifamily housing program. And HCD representatives were not able to be with us today, but we are very thankful for the $20 million MHP loan that was awarded to the project by that state funding program. A special thanks to some city staff, including Megan Sorensen, Sylvia Medina in the Housing Bureau, Christopher Kuntz and Scott Kinsey in the Community Development Department, and Brittany Harris and Yolanda Garcia in the Housing Authority. Thank you again to TCC Family Health. This isn't their normal business, but they have been a solid development partner while doing their day job of running their clinics throughout Long Beach. We look forward to being with them at their grand opening. Thank you to our design team, SVA Architects, VCA Engineers in McParland, Site Design Studios, and many others. To our general contractor, Artie Olson, and all the subcontractors who worked on this project. This team worked diligently for over almost 2 years to build this high-quality project for the bridge and this community. We give our thanks to our service providers who will work daily with our residents, Mental Health America of Los Angeles and YMCA of Greater Long Beach. They will be here every day helping our residents. Thank you for some of the community groups that were very instrumental. AOC 7, Long Beach Forward, United Cambodian Community. A shout out to George Medak, who's here with us today. He's a longtime fixture in Long Beach, and he was our guide through the early stages of this project. To Bridge's senior leadership for guidance on this project, previous Bridge staff that work on the very early stages, and a thank you to Bridge financing, asset management, and accounting teams. To Lisa Rios and many other Bridge staff who put this event together. And lastly, to our Bridge property management team, who really runs the day-to-day once these projects are going, including Turner Kimball, Andrea Woods, Felicia Wright, Katie Brown, Kendall Kristoff, Steve Valencia, Israel Gomez, Carrie Amavisca, and our hard-working working leasing team that worked through all the paperwork to get those residents here. There are so many people involved in a project like this. I'm sure I have forgotten some. Forgive me if I have forgotten to include you. But to everyone who played a role in this development, we are very thankful. This concludes our program. In a moment, we will have our speakers go outside for a ceremonial ribbon cutting. Oh, and I guess Eric's going to come up here, but everyone else, in a minute, it sounds like, you will make your way up to the 4th floor. But Eric's got some other ideas.
Yeah, I like the microphone. Can we get all the speakers to come up and take a photo for us? We want to also invite Janice Hahn's office and HUD as well, right here in front of there.
Wait a minute, we're going to mix it up here. Okay.
We'll do one with this and then we'll do one with that. Okay, if you don't mind. Tell Janice I'll take it out. No.
Okay, let's see. All right, ready? Oh, sorry, not ready. Ready, 1, 2, 3.
One more. Hold on. Perfect. Thank you. Now we're going to go out and do the ribbon cutting. So let's do it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So, get off the speaker now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So what happens when you're too loud to stay in the rail?
Right up in your business. If that's all right with you. So once they're getting ready to go and be right up in your business.
I'm ready. Come on, Sue. That battery is right here in front.
You're going to be in my shot. Why don't you come up here next to me then? Because I need to get the sign. Hey, who's done? I got out here so early, Dorian. We can have they can't cut it twice. That's a mess.
Yeah, it's all not magic.
I'll get you I don't know, yeah, maybe we might have to walk to the...
Where's those scissors? Right behind. Right. Of course we're waiting on
Greg.
Yeah.
Long Beach, baby. Everybody right here, we used to have a donut shop right here. I don't know what's going on, but it's all right, man.
Long Beach. Ready? Okay, let's get whoever.
What was the rest of it?
Wow, that's crazy.
We gotta get the resume. On this side of that.
Hold on. I can't see everyone. Stand in the back. Can you come on this side over here on the
Resident?
Yeah. Stand next to me. That's good. Yeah. There you go. Grab that bottle. All right. That's perfect. Okay, we're going to pose, and then we'll count down from 3. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I might take this before I cut somebody with. The keeper of the faith. Somebody needs to keep it. Congratulations, brother.
Squeeze in real quick. Yeah.